Hey guys, back on the YZ79 YZ project again. I've got some fenders, DC Plastics. First time I ever ordered from DC Plastics. They look pretty good to me. This is the front fender. I didn't make a video of drilling it out. I should have, so I figured I'd just kind of talk you through it. Got a little grease on it, oh well. It's a little tricky. First time I did it, I wanted to try to make it in the right spot. Here's the rear. That's a big hole for the monoshock. Had to drill side hole, sides with the grommets, and then this hole for the grommet. So I'll kind of go through how I did it. But yeah, they look pretty good. The bike came without a rear fender, or it had a rigged rear fender on it. That looks stupid. So I'm gonna go redo the bike. I might as well put new fenders on them, and they're not bad. Here's the original that came with it, but it had been reworked, and you know how they get, you can see it's got all white look compared to the plastic. The rear looked good, but and the inside they had scraped. You could see where they scraped it and tried to bring it back to life, I guess. But, I mean, no comparison. They look real close. Not perfect, but pretty close. So for the guys who've never done it, unless how are you gonna drill the holes and make them fit perfect in the triple tree? So what I did is I have this graduating step bit. If you don't have one of these, man, for like, I think I got $5 at a flea market for that. It goes from like an eighth to 15/16, like a three quarter almost, a little more, 7/8. And I have it. Black line on it, I don't know if you can see it. Once I made my cut, that's where I wanted the next holes to stop. So you just make a line up with magic marker and go for it. Step bit, super good, cheap. Figure out how big the hole is. Just slip the step in there. Now you know where to stop. See the mark? Perfect. Every one of them, same. So what I did was I took the old fender, put it on the bottom. So, but for this, I'm going to put it on the top. Show you the holes. The grommets I left in the old one. Set it on there, got it where I wanted it. Lined up just about right. And I took a little Phillips head that fit really tight inside the grommets. Took a black magic marker, put it on the tip of there, poked it down on top of the new fender, each hole. Pulled it out, there's 4 little dots, right where I need to drill. And I kind of didn't like the first time they were a little back, and they were like a little too close to this curve right here. So I just moved them up 1/8. If anything else, the fender's gonna be back 1/8 of an inch, which shouldn't hurt anything, I hope. Being the bike's all tore apart, I hope it don't hit the fender, but it shouldn't. 1/8 of an inch, I don't think it's gonna matter. And then, now, it's gonna go right on the triple tree, lined up just about perfect. So that should work out good. DC Plastics, order them online. I'm gonna think they were about 53 or 56 bucks, something like that a piece. But for the look, I mean, pretty darn good. I saw one rear fender, OEM Yamaha, $400 on eBay. Come on, man. So the rear was a little trickier. The rear I had to put in, shove it in there. I'll get you over here. I had to get it in there. put the monoshock together, the swing arm. You put this in there, and then you put the monoshock, and I pinned it all together with screwdrivers because I got the whole bike tore apart. And I got it put in there. It's a little tricky to do. Finagle it in there. I got it. It's 20 degrees in this shop. It's Christmas Eve. I'm in North Carolina in the mountains, and it's cold. That's why I'm not doing anything out here today. But I got bored watching football, so I figured I'd come out and do a video. So I clamped one side, got it lined up where I wanted it, drilled the hole, put the grommet in there, again with a step bit, and I worked my way down. Had to drill a hole here, had to drill the grommet and then cut it out with a pair of snips because it fits down into the grommet on this one. This is the bolt, 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 bolt. And the monoshock fits in there. There's supposed to be a rubber gasket in here, I believe, but I can't find one. So I probably won't even put that on there. But yeah, just take your time, move it around where you need it. I did have this much of a section, but I didn't even use it. You can kind of see where the bolt's got to go, so I kind of centered it and worked my way down. And they have them punched out, little indentation here, here, here. So you kind of got a pretty good idea of where it's supposed to go. But yeah, I think it's going to look fine. I think I'm going to be happy with it. All right, guys. A little short, quick video on DC plastic replacement fenders. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas.